Welcome to the updated design guide for the Flex Video template. If you recall, the Flex Video template allows you to create an ad unit of any size, whether 300 by 250, 728 by 90, 160 by 600, etc. And inside that unit, you can have a video player any size you like, whether the entire ad unit size or only a portion where you can see the background image underneath. Here's a quick example of a 300 by 250 ad with an image underneath and a smaller video player on top. So what's new in this unit? We've added an updated play bar with a new mute-unmute design that's far more intuitive. We now have the ability to add a poster image prior to the video play. We have 4 new playback options for your video, as well as a new restart feature that allows the video to start from the beginning if the user unmutes the video. So let's jump right in. Here inside Step 1 Media, as always, you have your background image. You make that whatever size you've made the video or the ad container. You have the backup failover image, which is only necessary if you've uploaded a Flash file as your background image, probably not something you're typically going to do here with the video player. Third, you have your new optional video player poster image. You're going to make that the same size as your video. And then finally, an optional video. If you're going to include a video here, you're going to upload that in MP4 format as always. So let's start by previewing our new ad. As you can see, the new play bar is far more subtle. It's just got a pause and a scrubber bar here where I can move the video along or back manually. It's got a mute and unmute function here, so if I replay the video and turn on, we can hear our sound. And then a video full screen option here. So it's a little bit more streamlined. The main feature here is a much more intuitive mute and unmute button that I simply click on with an X to unmute, and then click on the the audio icon here to mute the ad itself. So coming down, if I want to upload a poster image instead of simply having the video player start with a black background and the little triangle, I can do that here. And again, we're typically going to make this the same height and width as your video player. In this case, I've used an image that's 300 by 200, which is the same height and width as my video player. So now, instead of having simply a black background, I can have an image there that, again, will be the start of my video. Typically, you could do a screen grab of one of the first screens of your video, upload that if you like, but again, you're going to make that the same image, same size, not as the entire ad, but only the same size of the video player itself. Next up, coming down to our settings, as always, we have container width and height, so that's going to be the full size of the ad itself. Do you want to include a video player, yes or no? How big do you want the video player? If we wanted it to be the entire size of the ad, we'd say 300 by 250 in this case. Instead, we made this 300 by 200 so the image can show through underneath. If the video player is smaller than the ad, you can give it an offset to position it anywhere you like, so you could make it X pixels to the right and X pixels down from the top. Here we have our new video play options, 1 through 4. So these are as follows. If we put in 1 here, the video is automatically going to play as soon as it loads on the page. So in this case, I don't do anything and the video is automatically playing. If I use option number 2, only play upon button click, this is the more of a standard user-initiated video experience where I actually have to roll over and click manually on that play icon to get the video to play. Option number 3 is activating upon mouse rollover. This is new and is sort of a newer feature that you're seeing in places like Facebook, etc., where I don't actually have to click on the ad. If I hover over it anywhere with my mouse, it's automatically going to start playing. And as always, we currently have it muted to start with. If the user clicks on unmute, it can start the audio just as normal, and we have a new feature where we can have it restart the video if you want it to. We'll show you that in a moment. And then finally, option number 4, to make it a lot like Facebook, you can have the ad start automatically, but only if the ad is on screen. So in this case, it's on screen right away. If we were to scroll down and away from the ad unit, it would stop playing. And if we scroll back on screen with the ad, it will play again. So another a little bit more engagement-based feature for starting your ad. As always, you can have the audio start or not. So here, I'm going to switch this back to have the ad start on mouse rollover. I'm going to switch this to say, I'm going to keep auto start audio when video plays at no. That means it's going to start muted. And then if I want the ad to the video to restart, beginning on unmute, yes or no, if I switch this to yes and preview the ad, what's going to happen is I can roll over the ad. You can see there's no audio playing right now. And if I click on unmute, it actually jumps the ad back to the beginning and starts it over again. So a cool feature where if the video's been playing for a few seconds, 30 seconds, and the user says, oh, I do want to hear it, when you click unmute, it'll jump it right back to the start on the first time. So those are the newest features here. As always, in terms of hit areas, you can have up to 4 different hit areas on this ad unit. If you want to activate your first hit area, the first hit area is going to live underneath the video player. So if you have the video player smaller than the ad unit itself, typically you're going to make hit area 1 the exact height and width of your ad unit itself, so that if I click anywhere on it, I'm going to go to the URL designed here or designated here in step 3. If I wanted to add a second, third, or fourth hit area, these are now layered on top of the video player. So in this case, if I wanted to turn on a second hit area, let's make it 300 pixels wide by, say, 150 pixels tall. I'll give that a 0-0 offset again. I could add a third, fourth, and fourth hit area if I like. And if I want to test this, I can see that I've got hit area 1 here at the bottom underneath the video player. Hit area 2 is now layered on top. The one thing you want to be careful of is not putting a hit area on top of the scrubber bar or play bar feature, so I can actually manually click on these if I want without clicking through to a website in this case. So that's the new features, and if you have any questions, as always, call us at 866-467-2289.